for that, but one of my last resets. Also, if I keep resetting, I'll just go over and over and over. You just got to remember about Half-Life, and I'm saying this half sarcastically. Back in the day, on PC, that was all they had. You know what I mean? They only had Half-Life. They didn't have good games. They had Half-Life. So that, like, you have to remember that you're adjusting it to PC gaming standards. What? Dude. I've had people disagree with me on this, but I do think that in general, people sort of overrate the experience of doing a live GDQ run in terms of like how cool it is. Like they're cool for sure. It's awesome, but like it's just the speedrun on stage. Like there is more to it than that, but also it's not really, you know. And I always feel, I don't know. Especially when people haven't gotten a run in and you try to tell them that, it's almost like a rich person trying to be like, money doesn't buy happiness. And you're like, okay, shut the fuck up. It'd buy me happiness. Yep. Yeah, even for runs, it's like, it's really not that big of a deal. There are ones where I understand it. Like I remember, oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, I'm blanking on the name. And I feel bad for blanking on the name, so I'm just not going to say it. But anyways, they were nervous about their run because they felt like they weren't like the top tier of runners, and I do sort of understand that. Oops. Ooh. Like it's still wrong, but I get it. Water isn't even yummy, it's right. Yeah. It's cool though. I wish people, I guess really the reason why I think that I'm just right about it and I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, maybe I just have, it's that people also, they like put way too much of an emphasis. They treat getting into GDQ like it is like, oh, this is gonna validate me as a speedrunner. And no. There are so many good speedrunners I don't even think that have like submitted anything to a GDQ ever. Like if that's where you need to find your validation, you're just not going to get it there. Okay, you don't have to say who it was, but I am like 90% sure I know exactly who it was. Because I believe this is the same person who called me out because of a rule change that we were like in the middle of making. And they were like, wow, the mods aren't doing anything with this game. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who are you? You haven't even run this game. I don't remember their name. Hydrus or something is what comes to mind. not Hydrus. Well, I hold a grudge against them for that specifically. And I think I'm right to do it, because honestly, that was like one of the ruder things that anyone's ever popped in to like to do. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank you, person who has never interacted with the community or run the game, for your opinion. Fuck, dude. My thoughts on the game? I like it. I would have liked it more if I didn't die there, though. They should fix that. Very opinionated, yeah. Look, I'm not gonna be somebody who's like not opinionated on stuff, so like I sort of get it, but I at least am opinionated on things I'm involved in. It was the most like bizarre thing. I'm still pissed about it. It was like 7 years ago. Not that long, but still. Sometimes the more time goes on, the more you're actually like, oh, wait, why the fuck did they do that? But yeah, that's stupid. But I, you know, in terms of like caring who gets in for GDQ, I do think that like you kind of have to be like super separated from GDQ to even get mad at that, because the more you watch GDQ, the more you understand that like, yeah, a lot of them are the top runners, but even then it's just like who can actually make it to an event. No, I don't think I'll like it more than the first. It's a good game, but the first one's definitely better. Definitely not better than the first, but I like it a lot. You have your personal reasons? What are your personal reasons? Did you submit? You did? Nice. I assume all platinum bolts. I feel like it's been a while since there's been a Ratchet and Clank. Not that that's the only thing that matters, but oh, need to pay a little bit more attention. Yeah, in general, people need to realize that GDQ isn't the only marathon and do other marathons, and it's cool. I didn't care about pace because I'm not a Mario runner, and like legitimately no offense to that marathon, but it's like if you're not a Mario runner, that marathon might as well not exist. And it's not because there's not anything else but Mario there, but like I guess Sonic fan like community ended up being a pretty large part of it too. But I don't know what I'm doing there. I hate this boss. Makes me feel so dumb. Yeah. Yeah, pace is a Mario marathon as much as I don't even think that they would be like, oh no, we're not just Mario. I think they'd be like, yeah, I mean, kinda. Oh, there we go. Never lost time, still gold. Oh, actually, did we gold? Oh, we did. We golded. Huge, huge, huge. Just feel sidelined. Oh, that sucks. I guess really though the thing is like I don't know what it is. It seems like very specific type of thing, but getting into GDQ won't necessarily change that. Is the only thing that I'll say. If anything, sometimes people get more bitter about it. It's weird. It's weird. I kind of have a strong dislike about the way that a lot of people treat the importance of GDQ because it feels very self-serving, which for a charity marathon feels like ironic in a way. And like it's fine to submit because you think it would be cool for yourself to get in and all that stuff, but you know. It's also really cool to just do a run there. I think anyone who's done one would agree. A fun level. Not credited. That's a like YouTube kind of crediting stuff is so interesting. I'm gonna have to get help on a video that I'm making right now, and that's it'll be interesting on how that I don't even know what the standard is in terms of how you do that, because everyone seems to do it differently or not at all. I feel like if you're part of like actually writing and potentially editing the scripts, you should actually like get more than like a shout out. If you like DM somebody and were like, hey, fuck, this is how this works, right? And they're like, yeah. And maybe they even give you a little bit more detail. Then, you know, just like a shout out's fine, but hello? Get on the wall, idiot! No! Idea, script, and footage? Dude, that's wild. I could probably make it up all the way down there with that. Whew. Ooh, I feel like I got very lucky there. Damn. Yeah, that's worth getting mad about, I think. Alright, we're getting this first try. Okay. A lot of time save here, and then even more in Visceraville. Damn it, dude. No, how come they made the core hard? Like, not in general, because it's not, but like right now. There we go. Your own little run with friends. Nice, yeah. Good luck. I hope you do. I'm dead. Doing a run at GDQ is a lot of fun. All I will say is that a lot of people that have like insecurities about their place in the speedrun community seem to think that that will solve them. And I've never seen that happen to a single person. I've never seen that happen to anybody. If anything, it usually makes it... I'm dead. It worse. Can't top your last one. Yeah, I mean that's why I personally never think about things in terms of that, which is an interesting thing in I think the like in like a content creator kind of way. I feel like that's a good attitude to have. However, I feel like that's also like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like many times like a hyper rational person, which is at least in terms of like those types of things where I'm just like, well, that's just not realistic. Even though it is a good mentality to have. A good mentality to have. You know what I might do tonight? I might go for some deathless stuff. Some of the deathless achievements. Some of them can't be too bad. Some of these levels are hard as hell though. I got lucky. Temporary happiness and memory. Yeah, no, you would be happy. Look, I mean, I'm sure there's a few people. I don't know anybody who has not enjoyed their GDQ run like that. You know what I mean? I know people who feel a little bit like self-conscious about it. Fuck you. But not anybody who's like, oh, wow, I wish I didn't do that. That was not... It is funny to feel self-conscious about your performance about it, but the thing is I do understand it. Because you do want to do really well at GDQ, but there's several reasons why this is not a realistic thing to happen. Alright, one more level. Okay, those take forever to go away. Fuck you. I did it again. Please don't hit the... Okay. I have no idea what cycle I'm on here. I'm dead. Fuck this level, dude. Damn it. I'm not saving time here. And it's fucking Larry. Damn it, dude. Larry is the only difficult boss in this game. All right, cool. We got it. I say that. I have died way more to other bosses than Larry. All right, we have a lot of time save. Go. I can't believe my neighbor thought today would be a good day to do tree removal. Did they not know that Super Meat Boy 3D was coming? Fuck you. God damn it, I hate this level. How was this not... How did... I just fucking dropped like a rock there. I don't... What... I... There we go. Thank you. Fucking hate this level. Okay. Ooh. Jump! No! Alright, this level's gotten in my head, actually. What's up, Black Sand? Yeah, it's not. It's really loud for me. It's extremely distracting. I normally do not... Like, I can tune out noise. It's extremely loud. I had my window open for a little bit, too. I don't know how I was doing anything like that. All right. I don't think it has in-game leaderboards. I'm actually a little bit disappointed by that. I wish it did. I wish it did. There's a few things that I'm hoping that they add with like an update. And that is probably the biggest one. What? Was I not in the middle of the fan there? I'm not being facetious or sarcastic, whatever the right word for that would be. Oh my gosh. I thought that I was in the middle of the... Cheating is so annoying. That's true. Yeah, the original Super Meat Boy leaderboards were like, honestly, it was mostly not legit times. And the problem isn't even like, whoa. All right, one last level. I need to lock in. I need to lock in. Okay. Cool. Can save a lot of time here. It is nice when there's an in-game leaderboard and like nobody really cheats, or you know, nobody's calling out cheating at the very least. And you can just like trust them. It's really nice that it's just like right there in the game. Oops, I was a little early there. It's fine. Ah, I gotta get out of there. Cool. All right, as long as I don't like super choke, this is gonna be a 27. So pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Oh, whoops. Gotta get closer. I do not like how this boss ends. It feels so janky, dude. Also, the speedrun mode ending the way that it's about to right here, you'll see, it's so ridiculous looking. Time. There we go. See how it just like goes right to the credits? It's wild. All right, another 2-minute PB. Another 2 minutes.